When he say, I will not put you to shame, he will do it. When he say, I will prosper you, he will do it. So he has said that he will prosper Isaac. And that is what he did. God blessed and prospered Isaac because he is a faithful God. Because he is a faithful God. So that is the test. The lessons I want you to pick from the text. But before then, is Genesis chapter 22 and verse 14. Before then, Genesis chapter 22 and verse 14. And Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide. And Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide. Yahweh Jireh. Yahweh Jireh. The Lord will provide. I am praying in my heart that you understand the things I'm saying. I'm praying deep in my heart that you understand what I'm saying. Because I don't want to talk plenty. And I don't have much time also to be explaining deeper. So I pray that you understand. And Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide. Yahweh Jireh. The Lord will provide. As it is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord, it shall be provided. Before then, Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide. So this morning, beloved, it is the Lord who will provide. This morning, it is who will provide? It is the Lord. The Lord will provide. So rest assured. Don't be worried. Stop thinking. Stop complaining. It is the Lord who will provide. You see, Abraham was going to do a sacrifice and was moving to do the sacrifice with the sacrificial lamb without the lamb knowing that he was the object for sacrifice. So as they move on the journey, Isaac and the father, somewhere on the journey, the young man, knowing what it means to sacrifice and what the items for sacrifices are, asks the father, Dad, you have said we are going to sacrifice. As I came to know you, and as we have been doing, we have the fuel for sacrifice. We have all the other items. But where is the lamb for sacrifice? Where is the lamb for sacrifice? So that is the genuine question. And that is why we have raised genuine questions. Don't worry about the questions you have raised. They are very genuine. They are very rational. When we look at it scientifically, we meet the standard to raise those questions. The young man asked the father, he said, we are going to sacrifice. We have carried all the items. But where is the lamb? And it was in response to the question, the genuine question of where is the lamb, that the father said, young man, the Lord will provide. And the Lord did provide. The Lord did provide. So this morning, the Lord will provide. And that is why the name of the place is called Yahweh Jireh. There will be a testimony in PIWC DANSOMAN. There is going to be a testimony. There is going to be a higher height that the Lord will cause each and every one of you to attain. Because He will. Before then, God has promised Abraham that He will give him a child. And it was this very child that he was tasked to sacrifice. So God has given you everything you asked for, and it is that very thing that He is asking you to offer today. Before then, Sarah was in the home. The husband has tasked him to go and prepare food for some strangers. And overheard a conversation that old lady was going to give birth. She overheard it. And then she laughed. And in answer to his laughter, her laughter, the strangers asked Abraham, "Is there anything too hard for the Lord?" Ask your brother. Ask your sister beside you. That pastor now want to throw it to you. As we are raising an offering today, is there anything too hard for the Lord? Brother, sister, be convinced. Rest assured. Don't be worried. Because there's nothing too difficult for the Lord to do. Before then, is there anything on our journey to prosperity, on our journey to eternal life as Christians, brothers? There are points of testing. There are points on the journey of testing. This is one of the testing times. Personally, as a minister of God, this is one of the testing times in my ministry. And I think that I also want to tell you that in the history of the PIWC DANSOMAN, this is the testing time. But this testing time is coming because it's part of the journey. And it is for a purpose. So here we are, being taxed to offer. Abraham was tested to offer his son. But God provided. And so the name of the place is called Yahweh Jireh. The name Yahweh Jireh connotes the idea of God making provision when He sees that you have a need. The name Yahweh Jireh simply means, or it connotes the idea that God, the God we serve, makes a provision exactly at the time He sees that you have a need. You have a need. Then Yahweh will provide. Hallelujah. Then what is the reason? So we are now at the reason. What is the reason for all this? Why all this? So we move from the text, we look at before then, and now the reason. Why? Why will God be doing this? Let us take it from Matthew chapter 17 and verse 24. Why? The reason. The reason. Matthew chapter 17, verse 24. I will read it to verse 27. Now when they had come to Capernaum, those who had received the temple tax came to Peter and said, "Does your teacher not pay the temple tax?" Does your teacher not pay the temple tax? Why is your pastor not paying the debt that he has come to meet? There's your teacher not pay the temple tax. He said, that is Peter responding, yes. Yes. And when he had come into the house, Jesus anticipated him, that is Peter, saying, what do you think, Simon? From who do the kings of the earth take customs or taxes? From their sons or from strangers? Peter said to him, from strangers. Jesus said to him, then the sons are free. I pray that you understand what I'm reading. Then the sons are free. Nevertheless, when I was in primary school, one of the very first vocabularies I've learned in an attempt to learn how to speak English is nevertheless. Nevertheless. So in those times, I mean, when you are conversing small, you say, nevertheless. Nevertheless. Nevertheless, lest we offend them. So the reason is so that we don't offend anybody. Now, go to the sea, cast in a hook, and take the fish that comes up first. And when you have opened its mouth, you will find a piece of money. Take that and give it to them for me and you. So today I've come to you. I'm fishing. I've thrown the hook. May you be the first fish I'll catch. So that when I open your mouth, I'll get money to go and pay the tax. So that we don't offend. Jesus is saying that ordinarily he was not going to pay a tax. Ordinarily. Because he's a son. So who do people take tax from? Peter said strangers. So he said the sons are free. But so that we don't cause an offense. So that is the reason. So I'm here opening your mouth wide. I pray that you'll be the first fish. I'll catch you. Open your mouth. And I'll get money. And then we'll pay the temple tax. The temple tax actually was meant for the maintenance of the temple. So in any case, we are not doing anything wrong. We are raising an offering to support the kingdom of God, to support God's business. So when the need arises, God or Jesus himself pay the temple tax. So then, we know the reason. So then,